World Environment Day 2018. Let's beat plastic pollution with all our might. Why plastic is so bad? What should both government and citizens do to cut the plastic? How much is India dependent on plastic? How international brands are tackling the plastic issue? GS Paper 3, Conservation. In this video, you can find detailed answers for all the above questions. The above article has been retrieved from hindustantimes.com dated June 5th, 2018. What is the context about? India will be hosting the World Environment Day this year, which is one of the most important days observed by the UN worldwide. A platform for encouraging awareness and propagating the need for protecting the environment. This day will be celebrated on June 5th. Ever since its conception in 1974, World Environment Day has had a special theme relating to the pressing environmental concern at the time. The theme for the year 2018 is Beat Plastic Pollution. Why plastic is so bad? Plastic, which is rampantly polluting our water bodies, harming marine life and posing a threat to human health, has been one of the major concerns of environmental bodies this year. Plastic can persist in the environment for nearly 1,000 years before it fully disintegrates, and keeping this in mind, many organizations and governments are always on the lookout for alternatives to tackle this menace. At present, even our salt and water contain plastic particles, and there is no end to the ways all the plastic waste, whether on the dumping ground or in the ocean, can harm us and the environment. What should both government and citizens do to cut the plastic? The government has tried banning the plastic bags again and again, but the local manufacturing units and cheap prices ruin the effort. The government also tried imposing a penalty on the use of plastic bags, but carry bags are not the only plastic we use. The efforts of the government alone cannot reduce the use of plastic, but we need to step and take the challenge. The measures we as responsible citizens should follow are: next time you go shopping, bring your own shopping bag. Put pressure on the food suppliers to use non-plastic packaging. Carry your own water bottles and avoid buying packaged drinking water. You can fill up the bottle from drinking water dispensers. Refuse plastic cutlery when you take away food from restaurant or eatery. Don't use plastic straws, invest in a steel one or opt for cardboard straws. Don't use disposable plastic cups for tea or coffee. Don't use plastic glass for juice or make juice at home. Buy grocery items like flour and rice in bulk, which come in jute bags, to avoid the use of plastic. Bring your own container to buy loose grains. These are only a few measures and the easy ones. People in other countries go to extreme levels to cut the use of plastic and become zero waste producers. How much in India dependent on plastic? India generates 5.6 million tons of plastic waste annually, and its cities generate approximately 15,000 tons of plastic waste in a day, out of which 9,000 tons are collected and processed or recycled, while the remaining 6,000 tons usually are dumped in landfills, streets and drains, according to January 2015 assessment report of the Central Pollution Control Board. The report by CPCB also states that about 66% of plastic waste is mixed waste, polybags and pouches, which are used for packing food. India accounts for 60% of plastic waste dumped into the world's oceans every year. Also, 3 of the world's 10 rivers carrying 90% of plastic to the oceans are in India: the Indus, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra. How international brands are tackling the plastic issue? For the reduction of plastic pollution, it was indeed quite mandatory for the international brands who excessively use plastics to manufacture its goods to take responsibility and initiate a campaign. Therefore, Coca-Cola, which is also the producer of Dasani water, announced a goal to collect and recycle the equivalent of 100% of its packaging by 2030. Similarly, PepsiCo, Amcor and Unilever also pledged to convert to 100% reusable, recyclable or compostable packaging by 2025. Johnson & Johnson has also switched from plastic back to paper stems on its cotton swabs.